What is one unwritten rule you think everyone should know and follow?
If someone tells you they have cancer, don't tell them about someone else you know who had cancer or died of cancer, unless they ask you.
Don't start drama at a funeral.
Do not swipe left or right if someone shows you a photo on their phone.
Don't leave your shopping cart in the middle of the grocery aisle. You can be wrong. It isn't a bad thing, either. And when you are wrong, acknowledge it, and learn from it. You don't need to dig down in your beliefs to try and comfort yourself because you can't handle not being right all the time.
What is your favorite flash game you used to play?
Learn to Fly, for sure. All 3 of them were great. N. Stick Archer / Bowman.
Crush the Castle, the entire series.
Powder Game.
If humans suddenly did never have to sleep anymore, and you now have an extra 8 hours every day, what would you do with that time?
Cry because my child no longer sleeps.
Probably working. The world has a way with finding ways to make you have to work longer, and I'm fairly sure suddenly finding you can make people work perpetually for as long as possible would happen within days of this discovery.
Spend 4 hours trying to motivate myself to be productive and change the world, then spend the next 4 hours gaming.
Restaurants would instantly become 33% more profitable, because people would need a fourth meal.
What's the most obviously fake fact someone has told you with complete conviction?
Heard in the summer of 1976, the weather's gone crazy since NASA left all that stuff on the moon.
Northern lights are reflections of moonlight when the wind blows. It was so poetic that I said nothing.
Up in New York they got 32 feet of snow this weekend. Or was it inches? No, it was definitely feet. You should talk about it in your meteorology class today.
My sister told me that tornadoes were sentient because only something with a brain could be that destructive and jump over houses. She was in her early 20s at the time.
Solar panels are causing global warming because they are reflecting the sun's rays back up to the sky.
What's the stupidest decision you've made while horny?
Got back with an ex after she'd cheated on me because the sex with her was world class.
To skip the condom. No consequences, but still not a smart move.
What is a small inconvenience that happens daily in your life, that annoys you to no end, but there is nothing you can do about it?
Getting an electric shock every time I touch a metal surface at my office.
Every day I leave in the morning I hit the same red light. There is no escaping it as I have tried everything. Every time.
The whale layer of toilet paper sometimes won't go off and pulls a thread of thin toilet paper layer along with it. I don't know if there is a word for it. It sucks.
Having to wake up in the middle of the night to pee.
What are some of the good weird questions to ask someone to get to know them better?
In those first few seconds, are you hoping it's ice baby or under pressure?
Would you rather be caught telling a lie, or have people not believe you when you tell the truth? You can take this question to many places, but just starting a discussion from it can really help you learn about who you are talking to.
If you had to get a tattoo right now, gun to your head, what would it be, and where on your body?
Don't laugh, but if you're seeing a girl/guy/lizard, take them to a supermarket. You learn a lot about someone there, like what chocolate they like, how they like their tea, etc.
What is a song that makes you cry?
Between the Bars by Elliott Smith.
The airborne toxic event, sometime around midnight. Anytime this comes on the radio, I have to switch stations. I cannot listen to this song and operate a car at the same time. LMAO.
Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? The orphanage. Leaves from the vine.
Linger by the cranberries. So much betrayal in her voice. Gets me every time.
What is the anthem of your teenage years?
Jimmy Eat World, the middle. Still will sing it at top of lungs when I hear it on the radio.
Bulls on parade, Rage Against the Machine.
Everybody wants to rule the world by Tears for Fears. In Too Deep by Sum 41. Not sure on Anthem, but The Offspring, The Kids Aren't Alright, seems to get more real every year.
Programmers who work for porn websites, what is your job like?
Looking at the source code and not the porn.
It's hard. I don't work on any porn myself, but I know couple of guys who do. On localhost they have all the images, thumbnails, swapped with pictures of fruits, animals, or whatever else. They don't actually see the porn.
Heard from a friend, the meetings are usually similar to what other tech industries meetings are. However, there are times when folks try to bring up creative ideas of promoting content. And there's no such thing as an SFW.
I'm sure the Pornhub comments section is the highlight of their day.
What is something you consistently do because you're lazy in the moment, knowing 100% it causes more work later?
Not stopping for gas after work, but having to get it first thing the next morning. Getting better in future me is super thankful. Edit, added a word.
Putting my debit card into my purse at random, instead of my wallet. I know I'm just going to be frantically looking for it later, embarrassed and sweaty cursing my own name. I'm such an idiot.
Pile dishes.
Stuffing every paper haphazardly into a briefcase. Then you both can't find documents, and are forced to organize it at some point.
Not folding clothes, then I look like a wrinkly weirdo for a week after until I do laundry again.
Police officers of Reddit. Who's the smartest criminal you've ever encountered? What is easy to learn, but hard to master?
Lockpicking. I can get most people to pop a master lock in under 5 minutes. I can barely defeat an easy lock with a couple of security pins. There are locks that give huge problems to masters.
Tetris. Playing the piano. I learned Yankee Doodle in 6th grade and retired.
Making bread, making beer.
What was the genuinely worst experience that you were ever forced into by parents or friends? How do adults of plus 30 make new friends?
I wish I knew. I'm 33 and have 0 friends.
Parents of my son's friends.